While editing this video, I realized, wow, it makes absolutely no chronological sense. It's basically 3 different shots from different times, totally random, but enjoy. Yeah! These are macadamia nuts, and today I'm gonna sit on that towel. Do you like this like trash in the background? It's pretty good background. I'm loving it. Technically I'm outside. Let me just show you my setup here. This is sweet. I don't have a hammer, or at least I don't know where it is. So I have this tequila bottle, and you know, oh, let's try that again. Nope, nope. Okay, this one's being tough. Ready? Oh! I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm really in trouble now. This is not good. What am I gonna use now? You see, that physics class at Berkeley should have taught me that something about that idea was bad. But yet, I am still an idiot sometimes. This has got to be a much better tool. If not, I don't know what is. But how am I gonna hold it in place and not crush my freaking fingers? I need like a little area for it. Well, away. Oh no, this is not good. The bottle was way better. They're definitely kind of softer than any macadamia nuts I've ever had from the grocery store. So I'm gonna try to toast them a little bit in the oven. Gotta hit them hard until they rattle.
I'm Carlos Royal, and I love macadamia nuts. Simply throw it down on a hard surface.
Yes! Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Okay. So anyways, it is about 1:15 right now in the day, and that's pretty late for me to start writing my contract. And if you're like, what are you talking about? Well, every day, starting yesterday, I write a contract. This is inspired by my dad. If you don't know my dad, I have a couple videos of him on my channel, which I highly suggest you watch, because my dad actually is the definition of woke. So my dad, a few months ago, or maybe it was about a year ago, started writing contracts for himself. And there's kind of like a baseline part of the contract that stays the same, stays constant every day. And then the last couple paragraphs, he modifies them based on, you know, kind of something like that's a little bit more relevant and personal to that exact day or week. When I typed mine up yesterday, I accidentally put money mind instead of monkey mind, and then I realized maybe I should leave that, because sometimes it's the money mind that's also kind of affecting your psyche a little bit, always worrying about money and stress and how you're gonna pay for things. This morning I taught a class and my focus was on letting go of regret, like letting go of something that right now you keep on thinking, oh, that was such a mistake. And without even realizing it, you're like subconsciously a little bit mad at yourself for whatever that mistake is. And I have a lot of things like that right now in my life. So that's what I'm gonna add to the end of my contract today. Something about when I start to feel that feeling of like, damn it, I made a mistake. Not to dwell on it for too long, and kind of just don't fight that feeling of regret, but more just accept it and move on. Ew, this one looks moldy. Can you see that? It's like definitely, this one is not good. Yeah, so I got these from my neighbor, Olivia. Shout out to Olivia. Actually, really shout out to Olivia's landlord, because it's their tree. But there are a ton of macadamia nuts, and you know, I'm kind of known for like foraging a little bit around the neighborhood. I've got some killer avocado neighbors. And I got a notification today while I was eating my lunch, and I was watching YouTube on my phone while eating lunch, and there was a little thing that came up. Freely is like making some special video at 1:30, and I was like, well, maybe I can react to it and just have my laptop out. My pants smell like tequila! That's gonna be the end of this video, probably, me going to repurchase that bottle that I spilled. So this was my final yield. I'd say it's pretty good for the first try. There were definitely some screw-ups, but I mean, we have plenty to make cookies or something. I still have 5 more spin classes to teach this week. So I've got 2 tonight, 1 on Thursday and 2 on Saturday. And that's a lot of cycling. And cycling is kind of like in one certain position, working the same muscles, and it's a great workout, but it's kind of a balancing act when you're doing a lot of it. You need to keep up with your strength for the opposing muscles. It's very important so that you don't sustain back injuries or start having back pain. I've been noticing the last few months that I need to start taking better care of that. So I'm committing myself to, you know, these short sessions, like 2 to 3 times per week, where I'm just pressing and working those other muscles. So it's not gonna burn me out, it's not gonna make me tired, hopefully not even gonna sweat too much, because honestly it's actually hard to replace electrolytes when you're losing them that fast on such a consistent basis, you know, teaching like 7 classes a week, and those lights up there are hot.
Alright guys, this is me coming in hot with the voiceover feature. While I was taking a break from YouTube, I actually did get my personal training certification. If you want some personal one-on-one advice, definitely feel free to shoot me a message. Right here we've got some simple glute kickbacks with these little 2.5-pound ankle weights, just as a warm-up, and then I move into these, I don't know, I call them plank leg lifts. Really engage your glutes, the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and then I do these single-legged, I don't even know, it's like opposite hand, opposite foot. You see I got the weight, oh, hair flip. I've got the weight on my hand and then on my opposite ankle, and works the upper back, the shoulders, the whole back side of the body. It also challenges that balance a little bit. Really good. Supposed to keep the core nice and stable. Good form there. So these are swimmers. These are freaking terrible. They're so hard. I'm dying here. Gracefully just swimming your arms and legs, trying to keep your chest up, shoulders down. Very tough. Okay, so what I'm about to get into now is hollow rock. I learned these at CrossFit. Freaking hollow rock. So difficult. I am not doing a very good job of keeping my body kind of all together, moving as one. Yeah, when it gets hard, I kind of take a little break and I do this. Just kind of pull back my shoulders, back it up, and then get right back into it after a nice little stretch. Okay, here we go. See, the goal is to keep your upper body and lower body kind of all moving as one. So from the side, it should look just like a boat rocking. And we've got some single leg deadlifts. Easier if you keep your back foot on the ground. Progression to do it completely single-legged. I was actually having a lot of trouble with my balance this morning, so that is why I'm not looking so balanced there. We have some simple leg raises just for the side of the leg here. But it's just good to work something that's in a different plane of motion. So something that moves your body out to the side rather just in that forward and back plane of motion. Finally, we have glute bridges. Very simple. I'm just holding a 15-pound dumbbell while doing these because that is the heaviest dumbbell that I own. But just pressing up. You can also do these one-legged. That makes it a lot more challenging. And then a variation on these glute bridges is to bring your feet in like a little, I don't know, froggy position, and your knees come out to the side, feet are touching, and you're just pressing the hips up there.
A lot of those exercises may look kind of easy, but there are actually little nuances that if you do them correctly, it makes them really hard. And I'm sweating. I actually have a lot of trouble personally engaging my hamstrings. I've always had that issue, and it's like I just have a lot of other dominating muscle groups, and so these exercises are really, really tough for me.
So before I end this video, I just wanted to make a little bit of a reaction or response to the video that I watched earlier. I'm assuming the title of the video, Why I'm So Angry, it's her saying this is what's going on in the factory farms. That is why I'm so angry that you ex-vegans are coming out on the internet and saying that you are no longer vegan, that you've incorporated some fish and eggs and whatever back into your diet. Okay, so, whoa. So here's my response. What if we could inspire more people to eat plant-based, but not 100%, 1000% all the time, perfectly vegan. Okay? Because you do not know how many more people in my life have started to eat plant-based meals because of me, and more so since I've been less extreme. When I tell people that, you know, I'm vegan mostly, but if there's like a cookie that my grandma baked for Christmas and it has eggs in it, I'm gonna eat it. People smile. People like that. And I see this sub-movement coming up now of like 95% plant-based within the nutrition world as well. There's a lot of research to support that, and I'll have to make a whole entire separate video that could go on and on about why. But here's the argument. If you're gonna use the voting with your dollar approach to try your best to end animal agriculture and not contribute to the terror, right? If you're going to use that approach, then it does make logical sense to try to go for the masses. And I don't think the masses are willing to go 100% vegan. I don't think they are. And whether or not you want to live in the fantasy land where everyone's going to go vegan in your lifetime and this is all going to just be rainbows and ponies, great. You can live in that, but it's not gonna happen. Okay? It's like, we really gotta put our thinking caps on here and think, how can we get like the average Joe American to eat a little bit less meat? Every single person in my life that isn't vegan, which I don't think I have any vegan friends anymore. Like, I don't even know where they all went. They've all evolved. Some of them are still there, but I don't even think I barely have any 100% vegan friends anymore. It's like everyone is kind of getting a little bit more open-minded, and that's just how it goes. That's just how it always goes. No one's ever gonna go full force back into how they used to be. It's all about evolution, and I think kind of opening up your mind is like another level to how we can inspire more people on a mass scale to contribute less to animal agriculture. So that's my tea. I'm freaking sweating. I'm gonna go tell a bunch of people to pedal faster now. So I will see you guys maybe in the next video. I don't know when that will be. I'm not really uploading on a regular schedule at the moment. But thanks for watching.
So I called Vaughn's and I was like, hey, do you sell Hornitos tequila?